The engines were big, the rulebook was small, and teams had proper sponsors by the sort of businesses and companies that you actually recognised. And also the likes of Verstappen, Piastri, Norris and Russell and Leclerc, they weren't even born yet, which is slightly concerning. And you know the Aston Martin F1 team of today? Well, back in 1996, they were known as Jordan Grand Prix, and they had to join the front runners, they had a lot of growing up to do, and they had to make that step up somehow. Now, they were just off the back of a somewhat disappointing 1996 season and really had to create some buzz with Benson and Hedges, their title sponsor, to excite them about the upcoming 97 season, as thus to secure their long-term commitment. But the problem was Benson and Hedges wanted a famous name, a blockbuster name, a world champion, but the problem was none were available. After all, at the time, Michael Schumacher had an ironclad contract with Ferrari. Damon Hill had just signed on to Arrows on the promise of a competitive car with Tom Wilkinshaw Racing's involvement, and the rest were ruled out because of retirement or even tragedy, apart from one man from Birmingham who was a world champion and also had a moustache. Nigel Mansell had just walked away from F1 in 1995 after just 2 Grand Prix with McLaren. Nigel didn't fit in the car, McLaren and himself didn't fit each other, and it was just kind of a sad end to such a strong a memorable F1 career. Even to this day, seeing Mansell in McLaren gear just doesn't seem right, like it just doesn't compute. But interestingly, that McLaren and Mansell relationship was brought around by Philip Morris, owners of the Marlboro brand. And again, they wanted a blockbuster driver, but it was an arranged marriage that both parties were actually very happy to bring to an end. But as they had done with McLaren, whatever the title sponsor wants, the title sponsor gets, and Eddie Jordan made the call.